You've been trying to learn English for months, maybe even years. You watch English videos, you follow English pages, you even change your phone language to English. But when it's time to speak, you panic. Words disappear, your brain goes blank. And every time it happens, a small voice whispers inside your head, maybe English just isn't for me. But that voice is lying to you. You're not failing to learn English. You're learning it the wrong way.
Since you were a child, the system trained you to believe that learning means memorizing. Memorize the rules, memorize the words, memorize the answers. But English, like any real language, isn't a list of data. It's a living, breathing thing. You can't memorize a heartbeat. You have to feel it. That's why thousands of students study English for 10 years, yet can't hold a 1-minute conversation.
The illusion of progress. Every time you open your notebook, it feels like progress. You write new vocabulary. You underline, highlight, repeat. But real progress isn't what you write, it's what you use. You don't remember the word because you never lived the word. You learned apple in a textbook, not when you actually ate one and said it out loud. You learned I'm tired, but you never said it after a long day and actually felt it. That's why your English stays in your notebook, not in your mouth. Why English feels so crazy.
Let's face it, English is insane. We say, I read a book, and I read a book yesterday. Same spelling, different sound. We say one goose to geese, but not one moose to meese. It's like English was designed by a group of people who couldn't agree on anything. But the truth is deeper. English isn't one language. It's a Frankenstein made from Latin, French, German, and Old Viking words. A mix of centuries of invasion, trade, and evolution. That's why it feels inconsistent, because it's not supposed to be logical. It's historical, it's human, it's chaotic.
The real enemy.
The biggest problem isn't the language, it's your relationship with it. You treat English like a monster, something that can embarrass you, expose you, make you look stupid. You hesitate before speaking because you fear judgment. You correct yourself mid-sentence because you want to sound perfect. But perfection kills progress. When you were a baby, you didn't wait to learn your first language. You made mistakes. You fell. You mispronounced. Yet no one laughed at you. You kept speaking until it became natural. So what changed? The fear of being wrong. You don't fail because you make mistakes. You fail because you're afraid to make them.
The psychology of learning. Every time you open your mouth to speak English, your brain goes into danger mode. It thinks, I might say something wrong. Your heart beats faster. Your mouth goes dry. Your confidence dies before the sentence begins. But here's the truth. You can't speak perfectly and fluently at the same time. One comes after the other. Fluency is born from chaos, from messy, imperfect attempts. Every broken sentence you say is a brick in your future fluency. The most fluent people in the world are not the smartest. They're the most fearless. The turning point.
The day you stop studying English and start living in English, that's the day you'll finally learn it. Listen to podcasts, not just for words, but for emotions. Watch movies, not for grammar, but for rhythm. Talk to yourself. Record your voice. Write your thoughts in English. Let English enter your life in small, daily moments. Not as a subject, but as a friend. Because a language isn't learned, it's absorbed. And that only happens when you stop fearing it and start enjoying it.
No one becomes fluent by accident. People become fluent because they're obsessed. They think in English when they shower. They dream in English without noticing. They stop asking, "Am I speaking correctly?" and start asking, "Am I connecting?" Because that's what language truly is: connection. It's not about grammar. It's about being understood, about feeling, about emotion. English is not your enemy. It's your mirror. Every mistake reflects your courage. Every sentence shows your growth. Don't chase perfection. Chase connection. Don't hide your accent. Wear it with pride. Because your accent means you're brave enough to speak in another language. Remember, the only people who fail to learn English are the ones who give up trying. If this message spoke to you, don't scroll away. Like this video, share it with someone who's about to give up, and subscribe, not just for English lessons, but for a new mindset about language, growth, and confidence. Because you don't need perfect grammar. You just need the courage to speak. See you in the next one. And this time, speak, even if your voice shakes.